Hey, what's going on, everybody? Tipper here, back at you with another T3 Arena video, and I am so happy to be back in this community, and it's been so welcoming to see how much of you have just welcomed me with open arms, you know? It's like I've never left, and it's a really good feeling. So I thank you guys for that. But what I have for you here today is great volley gameplay, if I must say so myself. But I'm playing with my good friend Thomas. You may or may not know him, but he is a super OG, all around great guy, great player, great coach, all the above. So thanks, Thomas, for making me look good in these games. But what I want to talk about today is the esports community and esports tips and tricks, like gameplay wise. So I've seen some things here and there in the community since I've been back about people wondering how to get into the esports community and what to do moving forward with it. I mean, it's pretty simple on a game like this. All you need to do is obviously have the game sense already. If you're playing casually, you're going to understand the heroes. You're going to try to understand the maps and so on and so on. But the biggest thing to introduce yourself into those the esports scene is to get into the clubs, get into the servers on Discord. That's the biggest thing. That's the bridge between the casual player and the player looking for something more, is those servers in Discord. Discord's very vital in the esports scene right now for T3 Arena. Make sure you go to the club server section inside the T3 official Discord and start browsing, start looking at the clubs. They all have descriptions of what they do, who they are, and what it's all about. So pick the clubs you think would be good for you, join that server, start talking to the people, and start talking to the players, because they usually have their own roles on those each individual people, and like sometimes coaches and the owners as well. Reach out, let them know that you're interested, but you would like to learn more, because more than likely most of us would love to help and teach you and coach you to be a greater player. That's what this community is all about. So don't be afraid to take that next step into creating something better for yourself, because the esports community is always growing. We always want those players. It's fun to watch you guys, especially to commentate you guys. I love it. That's basically a good little quick summarization about how to introduce yourself into the esports community. Now, my biggest tips and tricks before you get into the esports community to better yourself as a player overall: when you're playing casually, make sure that you're working and learning every hero, what they are about, how they move, how they shoot. Be yourself as the hero, basically, because your game sense, and quote-unquote game sense, bold, underline, your game sense is going to be very vital, because game sense ties into the heroes, their abilities, how they move, like I said before, and everything. Also, it keys into map awareness. Know your map, the corners, where you can wall peek, where you can't, where you know the enemies are coming from. Make sure your callouts are good, and that goes into map awareness as well. Your callouts are going to be, hey, he's top right, top left, he's bottom side, he's over to the left, go over here, flank him, that kind of stuff. And if you've noticed the trend, all of it ties into one thing, and it's communication. Communication is the most vital and important thing on an esports team. And I think and I hope most of the esports teams agree with me. If there's no communication and you're relying on skill, skill is obviously a big factor in esports, but if you have a team that has no communication, you can lose. You can get outplayed, because I mean, it just happens. So make sure you're working on all these things before you step into the esports scene, because if you go in and they watch you play, they do like a little tryout and you do good, but when you get into the tournament scene of it and you're actually playing in the tournament, it's completely different. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. It's been a while since I've done this. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and let me know what you want on the next one. This was just a little quick though, but I'm happy to be back. I love you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.